What is up, YouTube, and what is up, AHC2 world? It is your boy Albie, and it's kind of late. I think it's like 9 something, but I wanted to make this little quick video and talk about forgiveness. A lot of people may not know that I have 2 brothers. The one brother is Edmund, and I have another older brother named Randy. I'm really not going to get into the reasons he is where he is, because I really don't want to put, his business out there. But growing up, Randy was my go-to brother. He was an older brother that every little brother in the world would want. He was a brother who would pick you up on his shoulders and run around in circles with you, play G.I. Joes with you in the dirt, all that stuff. And I'm 36 now. I'm 36 years old now. And man, I really can't remember how old I was when he went away. I may have been between 8 and 10, if I remember right. But to get into his story, like I said, he was my go-to brother. He was always the one there. And, one day I came home from school. This was after he left the first time. He left the first time, to just do his own thing. And I got off the bus, and I remember there was a guy standing at the bus stop. Silly me, I didn't realize who it was. And I walked right by him, walking home. And then he said my name, and I turned around, and it was like I was in heaven. Like my best friend in the world was there. He showed back up, and things were going super, super great. Until this one day, he told my parents that him and one of his friends wanted to take a trip. They want to take a road trip. And me being me, I started whining and crying, didn't want him to leave, this whole 9-yard stuff. And he promised me that he'd be back. This is that word, bro, I'll be back. We're just going to take a little trip. I took that to heart. So, a couple days went by, and we got some news, and it just broke my heart. I felt betrayed. Being that young, I felt betrayed. I felt like the one person in this world just turned their back on me. And for years, I've ignored him. Didn't take no calls at all. I literally tried to erase him out of my life. And literally that's what I did. And I didn't have no regrets for it at that time. Growing up, I didn't care. You turned your back on me. You made a promise to me, and I just let you go. I completely erased him out of my life. Well, a couple months ago, I get a phone call, and it's him. And I ultimately hang up on him. He called me back 3-4 times. I just rejected the calls. And then finally, you know what? I said, you know what, I'm going to answer this phone and hear about. And, we talked, and, I made it clear. Like, bro, you broke my heart. You didn't come back when you said you would. You were the one person that did everything I ever wanted to do, and you didn't come back. And I hung up on him. And, it took me a couple weeks. And then, he called me back. And, he was in tears on the other end of that phone. And I don't know how many times he apologized to me. But the more he apologized, the more I started to feel super bad, because I was turning my back on him now. And that's not the way I am. I don't turn my back on people. So, long story short, me and him had a super heartfelt, emotional conversation on that phone. We both got into tears. We patched everything up. And I admitted to him. I told him, I literally erased you out of my life. I didn't want to hear from you, and I didn't care anymore. And, he understood how I felt. And that's where I'm going at. We need to learn to forgive people. Everybody makes mistakes. Can't everybody in the world do everything every day to please each and every person out there around them? There is room for error. There is room for mistakes. But we have to be the better people to just forgive them, especially family. Excuse me, because I have to sneeze. Especially family. I see so many cases these days where family is turning on family, backstabbing family. And I don't understand it. Family is all you have in life, pretty much. You know? And I look at it like this. If God and Jesus can forgive us for our sins, then you know what? I have to have a forgiving heart as well. Now, yeah, there's some things out there that will be harder to forgive for. I know. But there's stuff people are not forgiving their family member for, which is for petty stuff. It doesn't hurt to hear that person say, I'm sorry, and you be in return, you know what, I forgive you. It's not that hard to do that. And that's what we, as human beings, need to learn to do. We need to start being more forgiving to our brothers and sisters, friends, or whatever. Because for years, I went carrying the way I felt about my brother in me, and it's not right. It wasn't right at all. And nobody knew. My dad, my sister, nobody knew that that's how I felt towards my brother. Because I just hid it from him. I didn't bring his name up. Even growing up, a lot of people didn't even know that I had two brothers. I only brought up one. And on that, I was wrong. I had to apologize to him for that. But guys, learn to forgive, because you never know when you're going to need that person in your life to pull you out of something. Forgiveness is not being soft by any means at all. And I don't care what anybody tells you. Forgiveness is just a way of life. You have to forgive. You have to love. You have to care. And if that's a family member, it's important. It's more important that you do that. And there's a lot of people that's done me wrong. And you know what? I've come to terms with it. I forgave them. I had to. Because I couldn't carry, I don't want to use the word hate, but it's the only term, the word I can use that I can find. I didn't want to carry all that hate for this person for the rest of my life. Because in the end, it's going to make me start feeling bad. So guys, learn to forgive. You know, just you'll feel a whole lot better in the end once you forgive somebody. And even when you forgive somebody, it doesn't mean that you have to, continue a relationship with them or anything, but just forgive them. But with me and my brother, I want me and his relationship to get back stronger like it was when we were younger. But anyway, guys, I literally got out of bed just to make this video because I just really needed to talk it. I just needed to put this out here. I just needed to be vocal with what I was feeling. And I feel a whole lot better that I got this out. But anyway, guys, thanks for listening to me rant. And remember, learn to forgive. If anything in life, learn to forgive. Thanks for watching my video, listening to me rant. I'm pretty sure I'm posting another video here in a couple days. I think my kids are going to want to do a video, so I look forward to seeing what they want to do, and I hope you look forward to seeing what they are going to do. But please hit that subscribe button, like, share, and click that notification bell so you will get notified once we upload new content to our channel. Anyway, guys, peace out, learn to forgive, and God bless each and every one of you. And thanks for all the support. Peace out, guys.